Hey guys, Mike here. So I was going through Ark Invest and Cathie Wood's trades over the last week, and I noticed there's one stock they are dumping like it is radioactive, and then another one that's in the same industry they have gone ahead and started to absolutely unload like crazy on. They have sold millions of shares of these two stocks over the last 5 days, and Cathie also issued a warning for this particular market, so I thought I'd bring it to you just in case. You may not be in the stocks, but if you're in this kind of market, it might be worth listening to just for the heck of it. And so, without further ado, let's get into it. I'll hit the like and subscribe button for me, guys, down at the bottom. Share the video, really appreciate it. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into what these stocks are. And so the first one's Zillow, guys, and you can see that they have dumped almost close to 6 million shares over the last 5 trading days. And that is roughly 600 million of cash just in that one fund. Another 1.2 million in that fund being dumped out. And if we go back to Ark F here, they've dumped about, looks around 400 something thousand out of that one. And then the other stock they went ahead and said the heck with, let's get rid of it too, is Opendoor, which obviously has earnings coming up here soon, but I guess they feel like the other one's radioactive, so they dumped over 2 million shares of this stock. I think 3 million in total from where they began at. They only held this one in one fund. And for one big reason is Zillow decided to get out of the iBuying business, which Opendoor is in as well, because things weren't going so well for them. And iBuying is simply what it sounds like. It's like going over the internet, contacting somebody, sending them out a letter and saying we'll do a visual tour of it, or maybe sending somebody else, but basically trying to cut the middleman out, make it less cost, more efficient, close in less days, that kind of stuff. And so Zillow had changed their business model to try to incorporate this, and of course CEO was told not to do it, but he did it anyway by a lot of people. And so obviously they're telling him right now, we told you so. And so they got out of it, and they're dumping like thousands of homes right now, he announced, at like a 25% discount or something. And they're actually selling to institutions. For those who watched my video a couple months ago I put out, that BlackRock and all these institutions are buying entire neighborhoods. So they're going to try to offload them to the institutions, not to us, at those discounts and stuff. So, that's what's going on there. But the biggest reason, another reason is, why has Cathie started dumping Opendoor, who originally has been an iBuying company. They didn't change their business model. They came public as an iBuying company. And I think they have a much better team to pull this off with, by the way, if they're going to be able to pull it off. But here's the reason why she gave. You can tell she's talking about Zillow, even though she didn't name them in this. And this is what she said just a couple of days ago, actually.
Well, one of the major iBuyers out there this week basically pulled out of that market and said, this is an unstable situation. We're losing money. We're not going to bet the company on it. And I thought, wow, okay, that suggests something's changing in the housing market. We're also seeing a lot of pre-market buying. This home, a real estate agent says, this home is not on the market, but I think I can get the owner to sell it at this price. We're seeing a lot of that here in St. Petersburg, Florida, and I think that's happening around the country. So I'm wondering if even the housing market inflation is going to give way here.
And so obviously there has been a big shift in this market over the last 12 months. You've seen home prices just skyrocket. And you can see that just by looking at the Case-Shiller 20-city composite right here, year-on-year percentage change, along with NAHB traffic, a prospective buyers index. And you can see, the price is just skyrocketed right here, and prospective buyers as well. And now all of a sudden they're starting to curve off a little bit. And you can see it's always different in each area here. Here's some in California. You're seeing 2021 sales growth of 17%. You go down here, though, to Boise, Idaho, and it's 9%. Along with the price increase of 9%. But then you go back up to California, you got 17.2% sales growth, but the price is only up 7%. And so, it depends on where you live at in this country. Some markets are a lot hotter than others, and the prices are just skyrocketing in some of them. And of course, like Zillow CEO said, when they were buying these houses, they were trying to project the house prices out 6 months from now. And in a market like this, that's almost impossible. So according to an interview I saw, the majority of those houses they actually are getting rid of are actually underwater. They bought them here, and they're trying to sell them here because the prices started to curve off and come down. And basically because what was happening, people were getting priced out, couldn't afford it anymore. People were getting nervous because, oh my God, look how fast these prices are going up and stuff. And so, that's the problem there. Now the big question is, how is it going to affect Open Door, which you saw Ark getting rid of a lot of those shares. What is the other one? It's going to be Redfin and OpenPad, I believe, is the other one. They came public this year. And so how are they going to be affected is going to be the big question. But if you think about it, what's really nice about it for Open Door is, and even Redfin and the rest of them, one of the main competitors is gone, right? It's like, I always go back to the ice cream stand model. If you got 3 ice cream stands on one street and one folds up shop and goes away, well, now you get to split the street by 2, not 3, right? So less competition. So it might help them. We don't know. It just depends on, I think, more than anything, the market and everything. But if you can look right here and see how these stocks have kind of measured up against one another. And you can see by the chart here, over the last 3 months, you got Open Door at 40%, Redfin's down 11%, OPAD's down 15%, Zillow's in the toilet. We ain't got to worry about them no more. They're out of the picture here. But if we kind of zoom in on the 5-day, you can see Redfin's been moving up, and they're actually up 7% of the last 5 days. And Open Door's up around 1, OPAD's up around 1. And then we just zoom out to the 1 month. You can see Redfin's still up, good 7%. Open Door's actually in the negative at negative 5%. OPAD's down 8%. And this is important because you can see right here, when Zillow announced their news, Open Door just got crushed, right? The stock dropped from $25 to almost $20. Then made a nice comeback. Then they made a big announcement of an acquisition. It dropped again, and so it's broke that trend line that I talked about a while back, which is not good for it there at all. Plus you got earnings coming up on Wednesday after hours here. And the announcement they made was they are acquiring Red Door. And Red Door, if you don't know them, is a digital first mortgage brokerage. So it helped them accelerate the roadmap and the ability to provide best-in-class consumer experience. And so that acquisition should help Open Door when it comes to at least the mortgage part of it, and kind of closing the deals even faster and getting the best mortgages they can for their customers. And it's just another selling point they can put out there. The other ones probably can't. Like I said before, some people call them, they're going to be the Amazon of, iBuying. It don't mean their stock's going to be Amazon price. It just means like Amazon, took over and just dominates e-commerce. They believe Open Door will be the one that dominates iBuying. And if there's anybody going to do it, it's going to be them. The question is iBuying actually going to work? That's the big question. And the problem with that one versus like an Amazon e-commerce, there's just so much up in the air about the real estate market, right? And now the Open Door is having to compete with institutions like BlackRock and all the rest of them that own these companies that are going there and buying all these houses. It just bids the price up even higher. And the margins are very thin on the home flipping side. The thing I'm interested in see though, if they can, this earnings call is going to tell us a lot. But as they go throughout, they can survive this, keep moving up, prove they're the dominant player, and prove that iBuying does work. Then of course they can branch out into rental homes and all kinds of different stuff. And so, because what's a good investment? Real estate. And they have a whole boatload of it, as I showed you in a video I did about 3 weeks ago. A whole lot. And so, yeah, I believe they'll be number one. The bigger question is, which we won't know until they do earnings, is how's this market affect them, and will iBuying actually work? Okay, and so hope you got something out of it. Whether you're in the real estate market, whether you own these 2 stocks, hopefully you learned something here. Wanted to share it with you at least. I'm full disclosure on a little position in Open Door, so we'll see how that goes. Not a very big position at all. And since it broke through the trend line, you don't see me buying options on it or anything like that because I don't like to chase. And so we'll see how it goes on Wednesday after hours and stuff. Okay, so I hope you guys have a good one. And don't forget to hit that link down there in the bottom. Sign up for a BlockFi account to earn 9% on your stable coins, 9.5% on your Tether, and 4 to 5% on your other cryptocurrency, as well as earn the 1.5% back on Bitcoin for every purchase you make on that credit card, guys. I will see you later.